Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is the case of the Idaho. This is all my thoughts, my speculations, and my opinions only. Today I'd like to go back to the reports of Jack Decor and Jack Showalter. They are the only two people that seem to have had mysterious forensic DNAs found in their rooms or apartments. When we go back to the report of Jack Decor, if you go to number 19, on November 18th, 2022, it was consented to a search of this room, of his room, bathrooms, common areas, and downstairs laundry of his apartment in Moscow. That is Jack Showalter is resident. So he signed a consent. Forensic scientist Carrie Hogan, Idaho State Police Detective Jeff Talbot, and I entered the apartment at 9:17 on the 18th of November after searching the areas which they had consent to by Jack D. They said, we found a drop of possible BLOOD, red liquid, on a wall of the entryway. So to start with, at the entryway, they found blood on the wall. A sample of this was collected. We also noted what could have been 5 or 6 small drops of runs of blood on a kitchen wall. So there's more red liquid on the kitchen wall. That is 5 to 6 red liquid drops. So samples were collected there too. So it's the entryway and the kitchen. That's 2 important places. Although he shares the house with his roommates, he lives on the ground floor, on the first floor. We also notice what could have, sorry guys, I don't have my glasses on. So we also noticed that there could have been 5 to 6 small drops of runs of blood on a kitchen wall. Samples were also collected. We also noticed that there were 5 to 6 small drops or runs of blood on a kitchen wall. Samples were also collected. The search and collection of possible bullet drop samples were documented through photographs by forensic scientist Hogan. We left the apartment at 2020. Documents related to the consent included the consent from the maps and pictures prepared by Dash are included on the disk. The original documents will be attached to this supplement and transferred by the Moscow Police Department. The search was also documented by video recording. These recordings are placed on a disk and will be transferred to Moscow Police Department. So let's summarize this. This was on the 18th of November 2022. 4 days after the unalivings, they did a forensic search on Jack Decor's apartment. He lives on the first floor. They found 5 to 6 drops of red liquid on his entryway. It's not written on the reports of whose red liquid it was. I've been checking through it for a while. And even if it is his red liquid, it could be a mixture of anyone's red liquid. As long as the police haven't mentioned it in the reports that it is Jack Decor is DNA only. If they haven't mentioned it, you have to go according to what they said. They just said that they took 5 to 6 drops of blood from his kitchen and red liquid on his entryway. That's true. And bullet drops. Bullet drops, something to do with the aim that the bullets are aimed at. It doesn't go straight usually on the aim you've aimed it at because of the gravity. It goes slightly a bit down before it goes straight up, according to what I've understood. But that is, bullet drops is a certain investigation they do to see what angles the bullets were fired from. I'll put it on the thumbnail so you could read a bit about it. But if you check it and research it, it has to do with bullets. Because I thought in the beginning, maybe I jumped the gun. Strange to say that. Maybe I just jumped it and I read too quickly into it. I thought maybe they're talking about just the red liquid. They're describing it as bullet drops. But no, bullet drops are actually the angle the bullets were fired from, the gravity and the pressure the bullet goes through before it reaches the intended target or etc. So this man had bullet drops found in his house, and then it makes me wonder if what Bethany Funk saw could have been a gun Jack D could have been carrying. What if he chased Maddie down to Taylor Avenue, allegedly, and pulled her jacket? Because we saw the police found something in the jacket, something that looked like a weapon. Or was it the weapon Jack D was carrying, Jack Showalter was carrying? Is my question. Was it one of the Jacks? Then you have the 17 minutes call that he can't remember picking up for Kaylee. So he can't remember the 17 minutes that he spoke to Kaylee. I find that to be strange. If you look down after it's been redacted, this sort is what I found important. I have learned that dash had been referred to dash because one of the professors was concerned about dash. The dash website states the mission of the blank is to provide care and concern for students, facility and staff, blank, said that he had been missing more classes. So his professor was concerned because he was missing more classes than normal and that the breakup with Kaylee had been bothering him. He talked about her going to Texas and the fact that she initiated the breakup. So it was Kaylee who broke up with him. Wasn't he stalking her online? On different platforms? Kaylee wasn't answering him back. And if you have a professor who's concerned, like I've repeated plenty of times, that is a major concern. I heard he was referred to the mental health team and he did not show up. Why didn't the professors report him to Scott Green or to the dean, Urkel? Jack D was the only one who was made to draw all the rooms at 1122 King Road and write down all the victims' names who lived in each room. The others weren't made to do that. I find that to be strange. Why did he get himself an attorney? Why did he look so rough? Why did his fingers look injured? Why did his face look swollen? In my opinion. So at least they got his consent for that. What I find strange is Jack D says in his reports, and Kaylee's friend Jordan says at the memorial that Kaylee was going to move to Austin, Texas. But BF says that she wasn't. I wonder why. Jack D said in his police interview, and it's written on the reports, that he said he left and he reached home at 1 a.m. But that is a L-I-E, a lie. At 1:32 is when the picture was taken of Jack D sitting and talking to Kaylee and Maddie. 1:32 at night. And this man said he reached home at 1 a.m. He bought himself 32 minutes, if not more, of the time. I wonder why. Why didn't the police pull him up on that? Is it because he got himself an attorney? He's sitting on the other corner, on the other side towards where you come in. It's blurred out, but he's sitting there. Showalter comes and he'll be talking to Kaylee and Maddie soon. His fingers don't look right. This is DM, his fingers and thumb. I wonder if DM and Jack D could have got the injuries and the color on their hand and fingers from doing the same thing. Whether it was cleaning, unaliving, God forbid, whatever they were doing, the hands and nails looked the same. In my opinion only. I don't know how they got away with this. Look at his eye. I wonder if he attended a fight club or if he could have fought with one of the victims or some of them. This ain't normal, in my opinion only. This is the reason I look too deep into Jack D and Jack Showalter. If you add all of it together, especially the concern from the professor. Could this man have been carrying the rifle, the GN, that Bethany Funk heard the loud sound and saw the flashlight? Because bullet drops were found in his house, and blood drops were found in his kitchen and hallway. And he lied about his alibi. He said he was at home at 1 o'clock when he was clearly at the corner club with Kaylee and Maddie at 1:34. Pictures are evidence. Let me know what you think. And in my opinion, the injuries, getting himself a lawyer, professor's concerns, all of it put together says everything to me, says a lot to me. And the rumors in the beginning was that he rented someone to do these crimes. He could have rented someone and done it with them, in my opinion. I'll end with this picture, which is actually evidence, in my opinion. 1:32 and 14 seconds, this picture was taken. Jack D was at the corner club. So how and why is he lying by telling the officer that he came home? He reached home by 1 a.m. He's here at 1:32. Such a liar, in my opinion. I believe he was the stalker. Allegedly, in my opinion. It makes sense to me. His professor was concerned for him because of the breakup of Kaylee. Kaylee was taking it too hard. He was missing classes. He was referred to the mental health team. He got away with it. Jack Showalter and Jack D are very interesting because both of them had DNA forensics found at their house. Let me know what you'll think about this. Please like, share, and subscribe. May the victims rest in peace.